Hi there, everybody. Very cool moment that took place in my last 48 hours. And that was working with my youngest son. Something he's been wanting to do for so long. And we've tried a couple times, right? But he just said, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. And I tried to force the issue and try to compare him to his brothers and do everything the opposite of what I've learned now to do. But as I released him from my hand from his seat, because he was going faster than I could even keep up with, and he got to a certain point and said, okay, stop and turn back around. He stopped and turned back around and he looked at me and he realized that I had not been there at all, that I was actually just cheering him on and rooting him on as he learned how to ride his bike. And it got me to thinking. It got me to thinking about different things in my life that can be compared to learning how to ride a bike, and all based on things that I hesitated to do. I was worried about failing. I was worried about falling. I was worried about what other people would think. I was worried about what other people would say. I was worried about, what my timing was versus somebody else's timing of something happened. And I watched my son as he just beamed with gratitude and beamed with joy and beamed with pride. And it didn't matter how old he was. It didn't matter, was it earlier than somebody else? Was it later than somebody else? It didn't matter what day it was. All that mattered to him was that he overcame a fear. His whole fear was falling down, and he didn't fall at all, which is amazing in and of itself. So I want you to think about whatever bike you're learning to ride right now. I want you to think about some kind of fear you're looking to overcome, some kind of fear that you're based on what other people would think, what other people might say, that maybe somebody accomplished it sooner than you did, and maybe you shouldn't go after that goal because you're afraid of what might happen. And I want you to be excited about what might happen. I want you to be excited about what it'll feel like when you, as a metaphor, learn to ride your bike. Whatever that is, substitute that bike experience, because like my son, like myself, like you did learn how to ride a bike. And you overcame those fears, and you overcame that fear of falling, that fear of failure, that fear of what other people might think, and now you glide through the streets like my son does. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to hear what story you have from learning how to ride your bike. I'm learning how to ride mine, and I'm learning every day, but I'm excited about where it's taking me. Well, you matter. I appreciate you. Go get 'em.